You know things are bad for Disney when even the Wall Street Journal is just straight up saying that you're too woke, that wokeness is hobbling Disney as it faces a streaming challenge. We've talked about the struggles of Disney in virtually every aspect of this company, whether it's losing nearly $1 billion in the last several releases at the box office, whether it's losing billions of dollars on Disney Plus, $4 billion in the last year, or whether they're struggling at the theme parks. Jay, you've talked about that a ton on Park Hoppin', how it's one of the slowest summers we've seen in a decade for Disney. Well, now we found out something else, that Disney's taking losses virtually everywhere. Disney takes another financial hit as Cruise Line loses $325
Woo!
million. So listen, it's understandable for theme parks and for things like this to struggle during the pandemic. We heard that excuse for a long time, but now we are past that. We are past that nonsense. The box office has proven that. All these things have proven that. $325 million last year were lost at the Disney Cruise Line post-pandemic. This is in addition to all these other places where it's struggling. Now, this I would consider this kind of theme park tangent, a tangent of the theme parks, right? These are like vacations and theme things, stuff like that. What's your take on this, Jay? And how big is the cruise line for Disney as a whole?
It's one of their staples in making money. People because they cater their cruise lines to family friendly. On Disney cruises, unless they've changed it, but Disney cruises doesn't have like gambling or anything like that on there. They've built it like an extension of the theme park on the ship. They just launched one of their biggest ships ever, the Disney Wish. But just to give you an idea on what they're trying to charge people, on the Disney Wish, you can go into a Star Wars themed bar and order a $5,000 drink. That's right. They want you to pay $5,000 for a drink where they bring it out on this little like refrigerator looking thing that you could buy at Galaxy's Edge for I think $29.95 or $39.95, and it opens up into four little shots, and it's $5,000, and they're like, hey, you got the drink. And I think we were watching that when they announced it. We did a video on Park Hoppin', exactly what that's actually worth. My brother broke it down. I think only two people have ever ordered that, and one of them was like a journalist just to like promote it. This is a massive loss for them, because if they can't even get people on their cruise ships anymore, then it's like I don't know where they're going to turn to make money. But it's an extension of their theme parks. Basically, it's like you want to take a cruise with your kids, come on a Disney cruise. But the crazy thing is, other cruise companies are not doing poorly. I don't know if you've seen this. This one's coming. I think it's Norwegian, Icon of the Seas. This will be one of the biggest cruise ships ever built. It looks like a nightmare to me, honestly.
It looks like a joke. Like, it looks
Yeah.
insane.
This thing carries 7,600 people, has 20 decks, 40 bars, 7 swimming pools, and 6 water slides setting to set sail January 2024. This thing is massive. If you've ever been on a cruise, the worst thing about the cruise is like when you get off, because everyone's got to get off the same, that's a nightmare getting off a cruise. Like, you are standing in line for hours to get through customs and everything. I think you can get lost on this ship for days and people wouldn't even find you. Obviously, the cruise company's not doing too bad if they're building ships like that. And then Disney, on the other hand, is losing money.
Hey, to be
So
fair, Disney's doubling down on their cruise stuff too. They got like 3 more big ones coming out. They're hoping it'll become profitable in the next couple years. But it's the same thing they're saying about Disney Plus.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Hopefully we'll be profitable by 2025. And with the quarterly earnings report coming out soon, we'll see what happens. Disney stock right now is basically at its lowest point that it's been in the last several years. We have not seen this bounce back from the Bob Iger's, changeover that some people were hoping for, as because the news has just continued to get worse for them. But Disney's hurting everywhere right now. Every facet of their company, they're taking losses.